to the SFR GT Challenge for round 10. We are doing the GTC3 race this time around, and we are at Kyoto, Yamagiwa, and plus the Miyabi version of Kyoto, which this track, I've mentioned it before, of course, in the GTC1 and GTC2 stream, but this track is special because it's not only one track, but it's the Kyoto, it's the Yamagiwa version, which is the first session of the track up until a tight hairpin in turn 8 or 7. Turn 8 is the one that cuts into the Miyabi, which is a shorter version of the track, and then again into turn 13 there's another tight hairpin, which brings us back to the Yamagiwa version of the track. So yeah, this track is pretty, of course it's not only one track, so it's pretty long. I don't remember the exact length right now, but I can assure you it's more than 5 kilometers, which is also more than 3.5 miles, and which makes for a lap time of around 2 minutes 18 seconds, 2 minutes 17 seconds, around that on the soft tires, I think. So yeah, that's what it is. And well, for today's race, unfortunately, we've got the least driver's attendance, but we've still got some of the GTC3's finest, just like our one wing, who's the championship leader, starting in P1. P2 is Little Mac, 5th place in the championship. P3 is Magic Man, P3 in the championship, and still close to one wing, his teammate, who, well, Magic Man is still in contention for this, of course. Then Joey Cannoli, the unluckiest driver of this, of course, division, who's still in P9 at the championship and can still clinch the top 5. He cannot clinch the championship anymore, but he can definitely still clinch the top 5. After that, we've got Twilight, who is in P4 in the championship, actually ahead of Joey Cannoli. After that, we've got J-Rod P2 in the championship, who has struggled on this qualifying session. He's starting in P6. P7 is RR Anubis, who is actually also P7 in the championship, so that's pretty, ironic. And in P8 we've got Inferno, P14 in the championship, but still out there practicing, finishing races, and doing his best, of course, so credit where it's due out there. He's still here with us. So yeah, we're about to get this underway with one wing on pole, Little Mac in P2. Yeah, I've already gone through this, but this is your top 3 for today. Before I start, I was about to say, my guy, my partner, Rocky, couldn't be here with us tonight. It happened with us before, I think 2 or 3 rounds ago I wasn't able to be here to broadcast with him, and it's stuff that happens, and sometimes real life comes across the way and we don't have much time to do this, but I'm gonna do it here tonight and try to get you guys through as best as I can, just like Rocky did, covering or like doing it without me a few weeks ago. So to be honest, just gonna check real quick if my voice is loud and clear, and you can hear my voice on the stream, so that's good. So we're about to get it underway for our last 26 laps of Kyoto. We've already done a total of 52 laps together with GTC1 and GTC2. So without further ado, let's get it going. So here we go, the engines are revving, 3 American cars in the top 3, 4 GT, Chevrolet, another Chevrolet. All these cars should be decent off the line. So here we go, the engines are revving, 5 red lights, and we are underway. One wing uses his traction control and gets away in P1. Looks like he'll be clear into turn 1. And yes, he is, as the top 3 hold their positions. Magic Man looks to be on the outside of Little Mac. We're actually gonna go on board for that. Magic Man almost holds it, but I think that's a sensible decision. Good on him, because he backs off, entering the S section of the track, as Little Mac is actually on the medium tire, so he should be struggling at the start. But I'm a fan of that strategy, because obviously where the most battling is on the first lap, so everyone is going side by side and losing time and battling, so you can profit from being on a slower tire and not losing so much time. So here we go, down the hill into turn 7, about to enter the Miyabi section of the track. Magic Man a bit sideways on the braking zone, going down the inside of Little Mac, gets it done as you should, because Little Mac is on the medium tire, so he's gonna be struggling at the start. Here we go, into the Miyabi section of the track. Little Mac down into P3, so then we've got his teammate Joey Canoldi, I think he made up a spot or two, because no, actually he was in 4th. Twilight on the mediums, keeping pace with everybody ahead right now, so that's good from currently 4th place in the championship. P6 J-Rod on the hards, 7th is Inferno on the softs, and Anubis on the mediums, in last place right now in 8th position. So yeah, right now we see our championship leader, One Wing, actually making up quite a healthy gap at the moment. I'll say that's 2 seconds right now to Magic Man, who we see right there at the screen. So good job by him. He's showing us once again why he's a championship leader. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna actually stay on this TV camera right now, down into the chicane of death, as we like to call it, braking and getting it turned in. Don't go into the grass there. You've got the walls pretty close and you've got the grass right there, so it's easy to make a mistake. As here we go, Herpin and race leader, also championship leader, taking us to the end of lap 1. It's an R12 at the moment actually, so P1 One Wing, P2 Magic Man, followed closely by Little Mac on the mediums, worth noting. He's been getting quite some momentum on the last few races, and being on the mediums will, on the first stint, I think will definitely help him. He's gonna have to work together with his teammate Joey Canoli, who's on the soft tires at the moment, so Joey on the Mercedes looking quite fast. We hope, or I hope he can get a podium, because of course he's been pretty unlucky between disconnections or maybe incidents, but I mostly remember the disconnections. But on Interlagos he put on a show, finishing in P5 or P6 if I recall correctly, so that's pretty good from him, as he's right now on the gearbox of 3rd place, Little Mac his teammate, so pretty good driving by him. Let's see if he tries to move on the hairpin. No, Little Mac covers him off, and this is all gonna allow Twilight to get close to him on the medium tire, so also a pretty good job by Twilight, keeping up, as I said, on the first lap with the soft tire runners. So yeah, good driving by him right there. As well, we've still got building up an even bigger gap at the moment. One Wing going purple, of course, because on lap 2 you always go purple on the lap 1 lap time, so you've got everybody getting their hopes up right now going purple. But yeah, One Wing looking to build up more of a championship lead, and looking to build up more of a lead as right now. Oh, Joey can only got the move done on Little Mac. I don't know if bit wide from Joey, but yeah, Little Mac probably didn't let him by, as he was actually defending from him and tried to get the position back. But Joey can only good job up into 3rd position, and yeah, of course Little Mac is actually doing a great job right now, and keeping up with the soft tire runners, as Joey runs a bit wide. And right now, looking to profit from all of this is Twilight in P5, looking a bit faster than these two, or maybe at least faster than Little Mac, who's also on the mediums, as those two have similar pace right now. So yeah, back into the lead. One Wing is about to complete his 2nd lap of the race, and Magic Man in 2nd place. To be fair, he's keeping him quite honest right now, so good on him. Looks like, I think One Wing put on the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, actually 8 tenths faster than his teammate Magic Man. Then we almost caught a move right there. It's Little Mac on Joey Canoli, so yeah, definitely reassuring that it wasn't the move we missed. I mean, it wasn't Little Mac letting Joey Canoli through, as he's right back into his gearbox. Here we go on board with, now we go on board with Little Mac, still looking for an opening, as Joey runs incredibly wide right there, but Little Mac, it doesn't look like he wants to get by him at the moment. Just give him enough room, give him enough respect, as yeah, Joey Canoli keeps the position as we go down into the slowest corner of the track. Here we go. Joey's wide again, and these two are just losing time with each other. As will Little Mac get the position back now? Joey leaves him a lot of room, but I don't know what's going on right now with these two. But as I was saying before, this is all helping Twilight to take profit of all this battling and catch up to the teammates who are just losing a massive amount of time through there with each other, and maybe it will also allow Inferno to catch up to them, to this pack of 3, but Twilight looking to make a move now as Little Mac and Joey Cannoli were battling, and well, I mean, soon, surely soon, Joey Cannoli's soft compound of tires will be past their best days, and Little Mac will try to get back at him. So yeah, they lost a bit of time right there, but okay, we're going back into the lead as this pack is getting a bit more spread as we speak, and actually Inferno is catching up, but we'll be back on that as soon as possible. I mean, you probably don't want to see this, it's just one wing driving away from him. Credit where it's due, he deserves it, he's doing great right now, but yeah, we're going back into the third, fourth, fifth and sixth position battle right now, as they are all the 4 cars probably within a second right now, so we might have 8 cars on the track right now, but this is half the cars on the track and they are all battling. So yeah, here we go, Little Mac getting close to his beautiful Mercedes teammate. Sorry, the Mercedes is beautiful. So Joey draws a wide line and maybe he let him back past us. His soft tires have definitely seen better days, and yeah, Little Mac is back up into P3, so catches a bit of grass there, Little Mac. So very quickly I'm gonna go through, well, I know that first and second are on the soft tires, P3 is on the medium tires, fourth is on the soft, fifth is on the medium. So right now the ones that are getting their medium, or yeah, their medium tires out of the way are Little Mac, Twilight, Anubis is on the mediums too actually, and J-Rod is on the hard. So fourth out of our 8 drivers right now on the track getting their mandatory compounds out of the way. You always want to be on the softer tire out here, so yeah, definitely a good job by Little Mac on the mediums, Twilight on the mediums, Anubis on the mediums I think, and J-Rod on the hards, as Joshua Monfort right now telling us he had technical difficulties to join the race. So I'm sorry, I don't quite remember Joshua's ID at the moment, but he was supposed to be in this race and he wasn't able to be in it. So yeah, right now Joey doing well to hold off Twilight, as we say again, his soft tires have taken quite a beating, and yeah, Twilight cannot get past Joey Cannoli at the moment. So right now it's Little Mac driving away into the distance, getting quite a gap with Big Red, I'm really sorry. Joshua's ID is Big Red, and he wasn't able to join us today through no fault of, on this race through no fault of his own, but having connection issues. So yeah, unfortunately he couldn't be our 9th driver for this race, but I'm sure he'll be back next race. So yeah, trying to catch up with everything right here. I think that Inferno just lost a position to Anubis. Sorry, yeah, Inferno lost a position to Anubis, as his soft tires have also taken quite a beating, just like Cannoli's. As just checking right here, and J-Rod is indeed on the hards. He might be last at the moment on the track, but really doesn't reflect his real pace, as look at that, he's doing a pretty consistent 21.1s for the last 2 laps. So good driving out there by him. He's definitely consistent. We'll see if he can be fast towards the later stages of the race with a softer compound. So yeah, right now, I mean, this is definitely a hard part of the race as a commentator, as everybody's a bit spread apart. I won't try to force any commentary or any action, because yeah, right now, well, actually we've got J-Rod closing in Inferno, as Inferno's tires are obviously going, or they are quite gone already, probably. Yeah, Inferno trying to defend from J-Rod on the hard tires. As we were saying, he was being pretty consistent out there, so he's doing a good job right there, and he's actually on his 5th lap on these tires already, so it's gone by pretty quickly for him, I guess. And he'll be pitting this lap for, I don't know if he'll go on speed order, maybe he'll go to the mediums next stint and then go softs all the way to the end. So yeah, right here we have Twilight, closing in on Joey Canoli, and I wonder if Joey Canoli will be looking to box this lap to get rid of those pretty worn soft tires. I think actually Twilight will also be looking to box this lap, as well his tires are of course, well actually you want to get rid of the mediums as soon as possible, I would think, but I don't know what strategy these guys have got planned. So yeah, Joey holding on to 4th position at the moment, and I must say he's doing quite a good job, because I'll say with that massive tire wear on the soft tires, and the medium tires would probably be just as fast at this point, so he's probably holding him off on the same pace of compound, I would say. So one wing into the pits, Magic Man probably into the pits, and he's in both in the soft tires, so the RR drivers probably working in tandem. And Little Mac on the mediums into the pits, and with a lot more fuel than the first two. Twilight into the pits, and we missed him. Joey Canoli is also into the pits, so let's see which tire this guy's going into. Actually, Twilight jumped Joey Canoli. I'm really sorry that I missed the action right there. Joey Canoli probably made a mistake, as he's lost about a second to Twilight right there, so yeah, he's down into 5th place right now. So Twilight up into 2nd position, now on the hard tire, so he's looking to get that compound out of the way also, and Magic Man still on the soft tire, so this is gonna be a bit of trouble for Magic Man towards the end of the race, because, let me think for a second, let me catch up on my words, because after that he'll be on the mediums and hard tires, and well, his rivals behind, well, Little Mac was on the mediums already, so now he's on the softs, looking fast and looking to catch up to Magic Man probably. But Twilight already used his medium tires and now using his hard compound, so maybe that's also a good strategy, because you are lighter towards the end of the race and you can take more advantage of the soft tires. So good job by Twilight right there. I'm pretty sure his strategy might pay off towards the end of the race, although he's got a bit less fuel than Little Mac, and looks like he's got about the same fuel as Magic Man. So yeah, right now your leader still driving away into the distance. Proper dominant performance from One Wing today, something we haven't seen on the GTC3 division since Engchio, who is actually on the GTC2 division right now, so he showed he was worthy of going there, and One Wing probably doing that exactly the same, as he has already pulled, I'll say, about a 5 or even more second gap to Magic Man. Of course, I can only base myself off from visual reference, as we haven't gotten the timings, or maybe we do. Let me check, as the gap is 6.5 seconds to his teammates, so pretty good driving right there. As I see on the minimap right now, 3 cars together out here, Anubis on the soft tire, so he'll be looking to overtake Twilight, who's actually on the hards, and Anubis actually overtook Joey Canoli, as Joey is on the mediums at the moment, so he's of course gonna be slower than Anubis, but Anubis looking fast right there. I mean, surely you gotta work hard to make the pass even though you're on the softer compound. So yeah, right now Anubis right up Twilight's gearbox, and he'll probably be a lot faster through the high-speed corners. You see Twilight struggling with the hard compound. He'll still try and defend though. I think he should just try to maybe concede that spot, yes, as he does that right now, and tack into the slipstream, because of course you're gonna be slower if you're in the harder compound. So yeah, Twilight thinking long term into the race, as he's gonna try to catch probably Little Mac and Magic Man, which is of course what you'll be looking into if you want to get the podium. So yeah, smart decision right there by Twilight. So yeah, let's Anubis go, and as you can see, it was the right decision probably, because Anubis just went 3 seconds faster than him last lap. So yeah, I mean, right now not really much battles on the track, except for I think J-Rod overtook Inferno, so I keep on missing the overtake. I'm sorry about that. I'm looking for action in the track at the moment, but yeah, as I was saying before, this is a tough part of the race for a commentator, I'll say, because everybody's pretty spread apart, but I'll pick myself up and start thinking who has used their mandatory compounds already, and those are, well, Little Mac used the mediums, he doesn't have to use the mediums anymore, and Ubis went softs all the way. I think he was 7th on the grid, now up into 4th. Twilight about to use both his mandatory compounds, as he used the mediums for 5 laps on the first stint, and now probably the hards for another 5 laps on the second stint. Joey on the mediums, he used the softs first, so he's gonna get rid of the mediums soon. J-Rod started on the hards, now on the mediums, so he's doing the same as, let me think, as Twilight, but on another order, as Joey can only goes into the pits. I'm sorry, I don't really understand this decision, as he should have done 5 laps on that medium compound, but he goes out on the hard, so he only did 2 laps on the mediums. Okay, that's a strange reminder that you must do 5 laps on that same compound, not like you do 3 laps on the mediums and then go back to a new set of mediums. No, you cannot do that. You must do the 5 laps on the same set. So that's a strange decision. He only completed 2 laps, so he's gonna have to do it all over again when he puts on the mediums, as we see 2 cars close. Not really that close, but yeah, that's a strange decision for sure. But well, we're gonna give it up to One Wing right now once again, as he's on the lead. One Wing 10 seconds gap already. Yeah, good job by him. Magic Man in second, Little Mac in third, and Ibis in fourth. And I mean, there's not much action going on right now, but J-Rod looking stronger right now, does a 19.5, and our leader is doing a 16.3 actually, but he's on the soft tires. But Magic Man was last at one point, of course, because he started on the hard. Now he's back into, well, climbing up to 6th place. I think he started 6th. So yeah, here's a shot of his Chevrolet Corvette, as we're gonna stay with him for a second. And we're gonna let him take us to the end of the lap through a chicane of death down into 3rd gear, hitting his mark right there. Final corner break on the 50-meter board, if I am not mistaken, and he goes through the final corner and the lap is done. So right now our closest 2 drivers on the track are Little Mac and Magic Man, both on the soft tires, but Little Mac clearly going faster, as he started on the mediums and now he's catching back up to Magic Man. So now he's got the upper hand on Magic Man for sure, as he doesn't have to use the mediums anymore. Magic Man has to use both the mediums and the hard. So we're gonna go on board with Little Mac on the cockpit view, as he's chasing down Magic Man. So hopefully we can catch an overtake this time. We go through the slowest section of the track, exiting the Yamagiwa section of the track to go into the Miyabi, the shorter version of the Yamagiwa track, as we go through this pretty chicane in a way, and flat out to those 2 corners are flat out now into the left-hander, as Magic Man runs a bit wide, as he has probably gone more aggressive on those soft tires. As we can see, they're a bit more worn out, or maybe just going slower at the moment, as he runs wide, makes a bit of a mistake. And yeah, Magic Man is right up on his gearbox right now, so maybe we'll catch an overtake this time, as let's see, Magic Man trying to get the move done. Sorry, Little Mac trying to get the move done on Magic Man. Magic Man looking a little bit wide right there. Little Mac certainly had a faster entry and an even faster exit, as he's trying to maybe go down the inside, but well, there's nothing really doing into the chicane right here, as Magic Man protects his position. So I mean, yeah, these two will probably pit on lap 10 as their soft tires are quite worn. Little Mac tries to get the move done out of the hairpin, but he's gonna try to get a good exit out of the corner, get into Magic Man slipstream, and he's got quite a long straight to try and get the move done in turn 1. As yeah, we see both beautiful, how beautiful these cars are, the RR Corvette and the red, white and blue racing Corvette. So we're gonna switch real quick to Anubis, who was on the soft. Changes to, we'll see about which compound later, as Little Mac and Magic Man still battling, as Magic Man gets a bit loose right there at the top of the hill. Little Mac switches aggressively to the inside. There's barely a gap right there, but Magic Man is gonna leave him room. He looks very, very wide right there, but maybe that line benefits him on the exit, as it has indeed, as they are still going side by side down into the hairpin. Let's see, slowest corner of the track, but Little Mac has the inside, so he's gone, oh, okay. He's gone wide and into the grass and into the wall. He's misjudged his braking point, and yeah, such a beautiful battle. He's gonna have to resume later on, as he has a bit of damage right now, but still recovering, as we can see. But yeah, he was going a bit faster than Magic Man, so I'm pretty sure he has to catch back up to him, as Magic Man's tires are a bit more worn out and he does have a bit less fuel right now. So yeah, so back to Anubis. I think Anubis was the one who pitted and switched from softs to once again to the soft. So Anubis right here going on board, and yeah, he is on new softs once again. He did 5, 4 and now again on the soft side, of course. Probably will try to do 5 laps, as his car is a bit lighter. So yeah, ahead of him is J-Rod, who is on the medium compound, so he should be a bit faster than J-Rod right now. And yeah, so Anubis is our driver with the most stops so far, as race leader by quite some margin goes into the pit as he's taking a bit of fuel. Well, barely any fuel. Here we go, out of the pit lane, on once again on the soft tire, so he'll be looking to build that gap even more. So we see Magic Man just now coming into the pits, and yeah, we see that one wing already has a pit stop gap. So pretty great driving from the Canadian out here, as Little Mac out of the pits. He has taken a bit of fuel. I think actually Magic Man took fuel. Ooh, pretty side-by-side action out of the pits. That was pretty good. Magic Man retakes the spot, as they were both on the mediums, and they are now both on the mediums again. And I am not sure if that's a mistake from Little Mac, because I am pretty sure he was on the mediums on the first stint. Yes, he was on the mediums on the first stint, because he was battling with Cannoli on the softs, who is now on last position. We don't know what happened to him, but I mean, probably just lost pace on the hard tires. I mean, it's the slowest racing compound, so it's understandable. So yeah, that's strange, because Little Mac wasn't supposed to take the medium tires again, because he had already used them. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at the gap that Magic Man has got at the moment. Once again, already in 19 seconds. That's a hell of a drive by the Canadian driver, so pretty good from him. And actually a lot more easily we can see who is in each compound at the moment, as we've only got one driver on the hard tires right now, which is Joey Cannoli. So that pretty much could explain his drop of pace, as we've just missed on an overtake. Not really, we haven't, as they are still going side by side. J-Rod going right back at Anubis. He's squeezing him tight to the inside. Anubis almost making a bit of contact with each other. Of course, they give each other enough room. And Anubis, our driver with the most, actually not with the most stops so far, as everyone has, not everyone, but most drivers have already made their second stop. And yeah, Anubis up into 4th place from 7th place on the grid. So that's good driving. That's really good driving. Still these two Corvette drivers together, and actually not so far down the road are these two who we just looked at doing battle right there. So yeah, Little Mac. Yes, Little Mac has sadly made a mistake, and that's. I mean, he was having quite a close battle with Magic Man, but it is what it is, I guess. He's gonna have to do 5 laps on the hards now, and he has been forced to do 1 extra pit stop because of that mistake. Joey Canoli into the pits, finally gonna get rid of those hard tires, so taking a bit of fuel right now. Inferno out of the pits on soft tires. I missed on which tires he was out there, so yeah. Right now, the closest cars we've got on the track are Little Mac, Anubis, and J-Rod, and J-Rod and Anubis will probably be a bit faster than Little Mac, who is on the hard compound, and visibly struggling right there as he gets a bit loose on the exit of the corner. And yeah, so this will be pretty interesting because Anubis and J-Rod will probably overtake Little Mac. So yeah, I mean, we will stay on board right here and make sure that we don't miss any overtaking action for you, as this is actually for a podium spot. So yeah, down into the hairpin, turn 13, we will be going back to the Yamagiwa section of the track, as Anubis with quite a good exit on the soft tires, putting them to good use on a number 3 Viper. Let's see if he can get a move done into the hairpin. Should be a good overtaking spot, but doesn't quite get it done yet. Running out of overtaking spots on the lap, so he'll probably have to wait until the next lap, but through that start-finish straight you can get a good tow out of the final corner and try to get a move done through the high-speed turn 1 for the left-hander. So yep, he's certainly not far off right now, as looking to get the most out of his exit of the corner, as Little Mac looks to be leaving a gap on the inside for Anubis to go through. Oh, a bit of a late movement, but Anubis still goes on the inside and looks to have run a little bit wide right there, and that's not gonna help his soft tires, certainly not gonna help his soft tires, as you can see they're quite worn at the moment. So Little Mac back past Anubis, and yeah, pretty good driving by Little Mac today, even though he made the mistake of taking the medium tires again, because right now he's holding off a around the outside for Anubis right there. Gets the move done on Little Mac, just as I was praising Little Mac, but still good driving from him to a bit loose for J-Rod on the exit, but still good driving right there from Little Mac, because he was holding off a soft tire runner with his hards, which is no easy task. You're on the slowest racing tire against the fastest racing tire. So yeah, right now Little Mac's competition should be J-Rod, who is on the medium compound, and J-Rod has actually used both compounds, as he used the hards and now is using the medium compound. So right now he's looking faster than Little Mac, whom he will be battling towards the end of the race. So yeah, these two on a similar strategy. Granted, these two are together because of Little Mac's mistakes, but Little Mac's mistake with the compound. But yeah, right now J-Rod, even on his worn out medium tires, looking to put on a move on Little Mac, as he looks to go to the inside, not really just showing Little Mac is there, and Twilight catching up to this pack on the soft compound. So surely he'll be trying to overtake all of this, as he's got a pretty cool shot right here of all these 4 cars together, and that's pretty interesting to say the least. Alright, so through the final hairpin, rounding off lap 13 as Anubis goes into the pits. I don't know if he's able to go on the softs again. Don't think he is. He must use one of the mandatory compounds on the remaining 13 laps, as you must use each of those for 5 laps. As we actually see right there, he has gone on the hard compound, so yeah, we'll see if he can still battle for the podium, as we've got some of these sick TV shots right here up the hill on this certainly beautiful track, as J-Rod tries to put on a move on Little Mac, and yeah, worn out mediums, probably barely even faster than those new softs. So good move from J-Rod right there, as Twilight also takes advantage of that, follows his teammate through. That's pretty good, as we've got the 3 Vipers on the track right now together, and actually a 4th Viper up ahead into the distance right now, that is Magic Man. So yeah, good driving right there from Twilight and J-Rod to get through, and Little Mac's brave defense of 3rd place against the BDRT drivers has come to an end. As actually right now Twilight is looking to attack J-Rod, his teammate, and for 3rd place, Twilight on the soft compound and J-Rod on the medium, so you rather get the feeling that he'll be a bit faster. So yeah, Twilight looking fast right now, but certainly with less amount of fuel and a softer compound than his teammates. So I don't know if it'll be ideal for them to be overtaking each other right now. I think that J-Rod certainly has or even though it doesn't show it right now, J-Rod is certainly up the road, I also don't quite remember Twilight's tire situation. Maybe he has already used the mediums and the hards. I think he has certainly used the mediums at the start, but J-Rod has already used both compounds, as he gets rid of his medium tires right now. He enters, takes a bit of fuel, probably a little bit, since you cannot really refuel enough to make it to the end of the race. Or has he done so? Well, 76% fuel is quite a bit, as he goes out of the pit lane on the soft compound, and he can use those softs to his advantage until the end of the race. And yeah, that leaves us with the field pretty spread apart. One wing still with the lead of the ages right now, with probably one of the best drives we've seen all around in SFR. One wing way out in the lead. Bit of a lockup right there, but I'm sure it's not gonna lose all the gap that he's got to 2nd place, who is actually his teammate. So at the moment, and a bit on the grass. I don't want to commentate or curse Magic Man right now, but yeah, in 2nd place for Rockefeller Racing. So good driving by him. So we're gonna take a look at the gap real quick, as there's not really much action going on the track at the moment. One wing with a 30-second lead at the moment, so that's definitely crushing us. Twilight right now actually with a purple sector, so that's interesting to see. Maybe he has still got to run his hard tire stint, I think. So right now we just caught it live. One wing into the pit lane, taking a bit of fuel. He must take either the mediums or the hards right now. So yeah, he's been, I'm pretty sure, no one can take away from the lead he has built up, but he's gonna have to use both mandatory compounds, and as we know, those are the slower racing compounds. So right now he comes out of the pit lane on the medium compound. I am expecting Magic Man to probably also come into the pit lane. Let's see. No, he doesn't come into the pit lane. He keeps going for another lap. I just need to catch my breath at the moment, sorry. As Twilight into the pit lane. Almost missed that, but 4% fuel, I think he enters with the same amount as one wing, and he's on the soft, and he still must use the racing hard compound of tires. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I've got to say about him at the moment, but a solid job, as he was in P3, comes back into the track in P6. So yeah, Anubis, I mean, his strategy at the moment kinda paying off as he is back ahead of Twilight, but Twilight has taken probably fuel to go until the end. But Anubis up into P5, doing a solid job on that American Dodge Viper machine, and maybe he can go and just do one more stop. If he pits in the next few laps, he will have to do either 10 laps on the mediums or 9 if he pits on the next lap instead. But I'm pretty sure he's got a good plan, a good strategy, as he's shown today, as he's promoted himself up into P5. So, yeah, maybe he can place himself into the top 5 today. Where's Canoli right now? Canoli was battling for the podium spots at the start. He is now in P7. As yet again, probably through the pit stop phases, the field gets quite spread. So yeah, of course, not much action going on the track right now, but once again, giving up to one wing, a massive lead over his teammate who hasn't even stopped yet, so that lead is probably a bit bigger. So one wing putting in the job today, not much to worry about, and he's probably gonna go on to win the race as there's only 10 laps remaining. As Magic Man now into the pit lane. We thought he would have been coming in the previous lap, but he has come in on the he has come into the pits on this lap as Little Mike, whom this driver was battling Magic Man at the start of the race, but sadly he made his mistake choosing the medium compound again, but still looking faster, still looking strong right here in the top 5, even in 4th place at the moment, not even like 5th, but he's well inside the top 5, so keep driving by him. J-Rod looking with fuel to go until the end of the race on the soft compound, so that's looking good for him. He has already used both the hards and the mediums, so good on him. He's putting in the work out here. Now let's see, we've got a battle on the track actually, so now as battles resume after the pit lane phase, everybody gets quite spread apart when pit stops happen, but yeah, Twilight catching up to Anubis, who is on the hard compound, so you get the feeling he'll be struggling a little bit as Twilight is on the soft and probably with fuel until the end of the race, so we'll try and not miss this overtake, which almost seems like not a matter of if but when, as Twilight looking a lot faster than Anubis right here, so we're gonna go on board with him at the moment as he's going through the fast left-hander of the Miyabi section of the track. Anubis runs it a bit wide, we cannot even see him anymore. Looks like Twilight's ahead of him, as no, they are actually still side by side. Gonna go to the TV cam for this, as Anubis, even on the around the outside for Twilight, looks like Anubis would have held on to it, but not really, as Twilight gets another move done. As well, kudos to Anubis for trying to defend that on the hard compound of tires, but as we were saying before, a bit of a drift right there on the entry. Nice one. Probably doing it for the TV right there, as we're still on board with him, so yeah. Twilight gets past Anubis, and that's about it. Any car clubs on the track right now? Yes, there is, as the three Corvettes are probably gonna resume their battling, as Little Mac has already used the hards, both the mediums and the hards. J-Rod has already used both the mediums and the hards, so he's looking in quite good shape to take the challenge up to Magic Man, who is on the hard compound right now. I am pretty sure he has also run the medium tires. I think he did on the previous stint, so yeah, so after this pit stop for Magic Man, it should be an and a straight battle until the end of the race for these two drivers. So yeah, and right now J-Rod looking in pretty good shape as he has a bit more fuel. So yeah, but Little Mac with the newer, softer compound, so probably gonna be slightly faster right now than J-Rod. So all the free Corvettes, I think we've got a fourth Corvette on the track actually, which is Twilight. But these three Corvettes will be coming together on the track and giving us probably a pretty nice battle, unless the pit stops will split them apart. So real quick right now, looking at the gap once again, 38 seconds for one wing. That's enough of looking at that gap. We won't mention it until the end of the race, just here waiting for a battle to happen, which will probably happen pretty soon, as J-Rod, Little Mac and Magic Man are looking to give us a show out here. So yeah, I'm gonna stay quiet for a second, just gonna let you hear the roar of the free Corvette muscle American engine. So yeah, J-Rod going on the outside right there. As I said, I was gonna stay quiet, just enjoy the battle for now. Here we go, side by side. Magic Man might still hold on to that position. Actually, ooh, bit of a bump. No, actually barely a bump from J-Rod right there. J-Rod gets through, and I'm liking this battle because a bit on the grass for Little Mac. As yeah, I was saying, all these three are on different teams. So yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of right here, to get a little bit elbows out and make a bit of contact. As well, J-Rod didn't show it to us, but well, it's certainly not a teammate, so you probably won't be as worried as usual of a contact. And as yeah, of course, these guys are not teammates. So yeah, Little Mac gets the move done up into P3 for him. So great race and great recovery from his mistake, taking the medium compound of tires twice. So yeah, good job from Little Mac right there, as he is still looking to get P2 on the race actually, but he has a lot less fuel than J-Rod right now. But hey, looking with better pace right now, and everything can happen with about 7 laps to go. Yep, and 7 laps to go right now, so we'll see what Little Mac can do about J-Rod. Oh, as Magic Man right now flashing his lights, that looked pretty nice. We just about caught that, so thanks for doing that, I guess. Twilight actually looking in pretty good shape to challenge Magic Man, as he is on this soft compound and with a lot more fuel. I'll say he's got 60% fuel right now, and Magic Man has about 35% or so. But Little Mac doing exactly what he needs to do right now, closing in on J-Rod, who of course might be an effect of having a lot less fuel, but he's looking quite a bit faster, so no one can take away from him. So yeah, here we go, onto the straight. He'll have a pretty good slipstream right there, as I am assuming that most of these guys still have one pit stop to go. So yeah, and we'll still see about the final order, as we've only got 6 laps to go. So yeah, we'll stay with this battle for a second. J-Rod a bit wide through that fast left-hander, as he actually had just put on a personal best sector, which is pretty decent considering he's actually another personal best right here, 3 tenths better than his previous lap, which was also a personal best. So J-Rod, even on worn out soft tires, looking to defend his position from Little Mac, also on worn out soft tires, but significantly lighter on fuel. So good job from these two. Good driving at the moment. Look at that, Little Mac has only gone, look on lap 19 right there on the right, and Little Mac has only gone about less than a tenth faster than J-Rod. So these two pretty evenly matched on track at the moment, and well, I guess we'll be looking at people making their final stops pretty soon. J-Rod doesn't have to run any of the mandatory compounds anymore, so there'll be some weight lifted off his back right there. As well, if he's still setting personal best out there on the track, maybe he can keep his stint going a bit longer. So yeah, we'll see about that. Magic Man has stayed out. As actually there are still 6 laps to go, so I'm getting my maths all wrong at the moment. But look at this, Little Mac a bit closer to J-Rod right now. We're gonna ride on board with Little Mac as he's been chasing J-Rod for the past few laps, so he'll probably be look at that, look at the different racing lines both are taking as Twilight comes into the pit lane, and probably to get one of his mandatory compounds out of the way, I am guessing, except I think he already did them both. We're gonna be checking real quick as he's running the soft tires right now. Yep, just in for a change of tires and going on until the end of the race. So as Little Mike looks as close as ever to J-Rod right now, and with only 6 laps to go, he'll be looking to make a move done ASAP. As look at this slowest corner of the track coming up. Maybe I think he can try and hold that outside line because it'll turn into the inside for the next corner, and he's trying to do exactly that, and he's still there. Easy, J-Rod, don't turn in, but J-Rod was clear there. He was completely ahead of Little Mac, so good side-by-side racing by these two, as Little Mac still looking faster right there. Tries to go down, no, cannot really go to the inside as J-Rod parks it on the apex right there and lives to fight another day. Let's see, Little Mac looking to capitalize on the exit right there. As he puts on the power, is in the slipstream, might late brake as J-Rod defends once again. And well, right now we'll have our race leader One Wing having to go into the pit lane, which he does. He's gonna have to run the hard compound for the final 5 laps and get both his mandatory compounds out of the way to round off quite a dominant performance. So good job by him, and I rather get the feeling that we're about to lose this beautiful battle of the Corvettes pretty soon, as obviously J-Rod with a lot more fuel than Little Mac. J-Rod probably doesn't have to refuel anymore, while Little Mac does, so he'll be losing an important amount of seconds right there. As here we go, I think they should be both pitting. As no, J-Rod is still staying out, and I mean, he was still setting personal bests the previous lap, although he's just gone around a second slower. But if he wants to, he has the choice to go until the very end of the race. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see. We'll keep an eye out for him, as we'll see what he has planned for his strategy tonight. Little Mac rejoins, and this might give Little Mac some hope as he rejoins on his new set of boots, on his new boots I mean, on the soft compound, and J-Rod on pretty worn out soft tires right now, and yeah, he'll have to put on one hell of an outlap if he wants to try and challenge J-Rod for second place. But yeah, sorry, just to be a bit quiet at the moment. Of course, not many battling going on. But we've actually got... Actually, this will be a battle until the end of the race. It's Twilight against Magic Man. Sorry, I cannot... I need to catch up a little bit. But yeah, these two both have got fuel to go until the end of the race. And they are on exactly the same compound. So I'm pretty sure this will be interesting, as there's only 4 laps to go. J-Rod is still driving on his own, but I'm pretty sure that one is about to change, as Little Mac is on brand new boots, brand new soft tires, and J-Rod is on quite worn soft tires, so maybe a bit of an undercut by Little Mac right there. I think that J-Rod should have come in on the previous lap, but we'll see how that plays out. Maybe he'll come out quite a bit ahead of him and shut my mouth and we'll figure it out on an instant, as he is back out of the pit lane, and oh well, he's ahead of him, but only looking like 1 or 2 seconds. So yeah, right now we'll have to focus on our closest battle on the track right now, with 4 laps to go, as Magic Man in 4th place versus Twilight on 5th place, and Rockefeller versus BDRT at the moment on this, well, quite a bit of Corvettes on the grid. I mean, today half the grid, 4 out of 8 are made out of Corvettes. So yeah, this one is gonna be looking pretty interesting towards the end of the race. I think we're all aware of that. So as Magic Man goes a bit wide right there, so yeah, right now Little Mac and J-Rod looking quite spread right there. So this will probably be the battle to watch for us. It's once again our closest battle on the track. Twilight tries to go on the outside right there. Nothing really doing. Tries to get him on the switchback. Let's see. Let's go on board. We'll have a more clear view. He cannot quite get the move done right there. Magic Man still ahead. Actually, let's go on board with Magic Man. Let's see how Twilight tries to make a move, pick up different lines right there. As look at that. Magic Man, of course, going defensive on the inside, keeping on a tighter racing line right there, and Twilight getting a good exit as he takes the wider line, a different approach to the corner, of course, when you're attacking and defending. So yeah, Twilight cannot really get the move done so far. As I'm going to stay quiet for a second, and we're just going to ride on board with Magic Man, looking at his rear wing and at Twilight's perfect. Whoa, look at that, trying to get it done on the outside, nothing really doing there. Right, so as these two head into the straight, I'm gonna be switching real quick. Little Mac looks a bit closer to J-Rod right now, but not close enough to make a move. But where are cars close enough to make a move, you say? It's right here between Twilight and Magic Man. So let's see how that plays out. Magic Man trying to break the toe, doesn't block Twilight there, just goes back to the outside and back to the inside, but not really a move in reaction to block Twilight, as Twilight tries it on the outside for turn 1. Can't really get it done, as they are glued to each other through the S's right there. I couldn't tell if there was a car or two right there. As we get a beautiful shot up the hill as the camera focuses on Magic Man, Rockefeller Racing Corvette. Magic Man going a bit wide right there, looks like he's a bit better on the exit. No, sorry, Twilight is a bit better on the exit, but Magic Man defends the inside line. Let's see Twilight trying it on the outside. Let's see. Ooh, he's holding it. Ooh, looking a bit wide right there, but still has the inside. Not really, but for a moment I thought Twilight was gonna get it done, as the next corner entering the Miyabi section of the track switches to the inside line. So good driving right there by Magic Man to still hold on to the position, and good driving by Twilight to make me think that he's almost got the move done, but not just yet. So yeah, Still looking pretty close right there. Still looking pretty feisty for these two. Twilight on the outside, but I must say, Magic Man doing a hell of a job right there, because it's hard to defend a position when you've got a driver as fast as you behind, of course. And Magic Man doing exactly that, hugging every inside line, not giving Twilight any single opportunity, even though he's attacking him probably at every single corner of the track. So great driving by Magic Man, holding onto that position. Looks like Twilight has got a better exit right there, but as we're heading into the chicane, not really an overtaking spot. And Magic Man holds on to that position for a bit longer. Still hugging the inside, even though he went into the corner, being quite a bit ahead. But here we go, on the exit, Twilight's on the draft, trying to get the move done. Magic Man will surely stay on the inside. Ooh, showing a bit of impatience right there, probably Twilight, as he's flashing his lights. He must get the move done pretty soon. There are only 2 laps to go, as he isn't on the outside anymore. Ooh, he stays put. He stays put right behind. Ooh, bit of contact. No, not really any contact, but just Twilight getting a better exit. Look at how close he is, but he's gonna suffer a bit from the dirty air up the hill, up the SS. So yeah, Magic Man still holding on to that position, and really Twilight must try something pretty soon, because he's really running out of time. And look at how much faster he is right there. Gets a better entry, gets a better exit. Here we go, Twilight, you've got a few more chances. Here we go, on the outside through the hairpin for sure. He might be able to get it done, but oh, look at that, working on that outside again. It's gonna turn to the inside for the next corner, but cannot really get it done. But I mean, surely he's been behind him for 2 or 3 laps. He's probably got the measure of him. He probably knows where to make the move. But I mean, so does Magic Man. So Magic Man also knows where he's going to attack, and probably knows exactly where to place his car to defend from him. Maybe not right here, as Twilight catches him napping, maybe going too slow on the inside, but he gets him on the cutback right there. They're side by side. Twilight's gonna be ahead momentarily, but Magic Man has the inside line. Ooh, Twilight covers him off. No, they are both running wide, both drifting right there, as Magic Man reassures or keeps his track position right there, as he makes his car as wide as possible, as he goes back to the inside line and keeps his position for now. Here we go, on the exit once again. It's like deja vu, as we were, on this exact camera shot the previous lap. Twilight cannot really get it done, and he's made a bit of a bubble right there, so he's not really close enough for the straight. Maybe I am gonna say it right now, Twilight will probably get his move done either down into turn 1. Ooh, look at what a great exit, using more track than his fellow competitor right there. He's gonna try to fake it to the inside, surely, as he's just not being able to. No, he doesn't try it, but he's just not being able to get it done, because his fellow competitor is just hugging every single inside. But look at that, gets it done. And no, he doesn't. He's off the track. So as soon as the fortunes have gone good for Twilight, they've gone bad, and that wasn't. I don't know. He has probably run out of chances, as his second best choice to try and get the move done was down into the turn 7 hairpin, because he had been lining him up right there, going to the outside, almost getting it done. Maybe third time was the charm, but he cannot get it done so far. So yeah, certainly running out of time. Still, look at that. He's got a lot more fuel to play with, and so he must just rev the hell out of that Chevrolet Corvette muscle car and try to get the move done on Magic Man. But he's got his front right there, a lot newer than Magic Man's front right, so still got time to get it through. Probably a high-speed right-hander right here. Sorry, this is a left-hander, that's my bad. So this is where you put most of the stress on your right tire. As look at that, he's close to him once again. He's close to him once again, and he's probably trying to get a move done. Well, he's been trying for the past 3 laps. I don't have to state the obvious, as we're not gonna switch to our race winner right now, as I can see him crossing the line, because we've already acknowledged him enough. We must stay with this battle, as it's our only battle on the track going on, as it's surely shaping up to be a photo finish probably, as Twilight trying it on the outside once again. Look at that, getting loose on the exit. Here we go, BDRT versus RRD. They've been battling it out for the past 3 or 4 laps, so right now Magic Man looks like he's gonna keep it. He just has to get the racing line correctly for the final corner. Twilight on the outside looks to have a better exit. Look, Twilight has it, they're side by side, and here we go, Twilight is ahead of Magic Man, and then right on the final corner gets the move done. And wow, I photo finish right there, but brilliant move from Twilight, kept us waiting right until the death of the race, and Magic Man's brave defense for 4th place comes into an end, and Joey Canoli in 6th place, Anubis on his own in 7th, and we're gonna ride on board for the last few moments of the race with Inferno. Or actually, we're gonna go, our top 3 is One Wing Championship leader in 1st place, Jay was 2nd place, and Leo Mag 3rd position. But what a move from Twilight. I said he wasn't able to do it right here, he wasn't able to do it on the hairpin, so I thought maybe he has run out of chances, maybe it's too late for him, but gets a brilliant move done on the outside of Magic Man. So yeah, running on board with Inferno right here for the end of the race. Here we go, final corner, he's about to take us through the last 2 moments of the race, not looking nicely on those worn out stuff, but yeah, for the last time, man, a special shout out to One Wing. Wow, what a dominant drive. Surely there were more than 30 seconds in it right there, so let me catch my breath for a minute right there. Yeah, that was an entertaining race, even though we just had 8 cars on the track, really. So yeah, good move really, but yeah, that was good racing, and I don't really know what to say anymore, as I am still catching my breath. But I'm not gonna go on for any longer. I'm just gonna let you go, because you've probably already seen the race. That's what you wanted to see. Thanks for bearing with me. I know that I'm probably not the best broadcaster, and probably not the best commentator either, but certainly do my best for you to try and bring you all the action for tonight on GTC3, even though if we only had 8 cars on the track, because it was still quite a great race. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now, and thanks to Catch for trusting me, for letting me do this on my own. I know he couldn't be here with us, he would have loved to be here with us, so yeah, that's really about it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned, we're gonna be on with round 11 around Suzuka pretty soon. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you again, and